for submission. And it's a little alarming, guys, because I've sent the same, you know, week after week. I just keep on saying the same thing. So really take a look at those, guys. Really take a close look at the project requirements for specifically for your submission requirements. Okay, if it says PDF and you submit a JPEG, my hands are tied, man. It's right there in a rubric. I gotta clip you for it. So it's, I'm not saying that's an example. I'm using that as you know, just a possibility, something like that. Anything, a little inconsistencies that indicate that you have not really taken a close look and adhering to the project specifications. Okay, and that's really a mock-up of the real world. In a design studio situation, you just don't have an opportunity to misinterpret. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you have an assignment and you're expected to do the assignment verbatim to your project spec sheet. So keep that in mind, folks. It's really a good practice. Now, those of you who are you know, hanging in there and doing the projects and submitting according to the requirements, that's awesome. That's really awesome. You guys are doing great. But please, guys, remember the requirements for submission are just as important as the work itself. And that's the truth, okay? So keep that in mind. Moving forward to week five overview. Listen, man, this right here, you guys are in for a nice little treat. Let's take a preview of week 5. Let's take a look at the overview right here. And right here is the man himself. So take a look at this. And it's fascinating. And this is one of the truly gifted designers of our generation, or any generation for that matter. I mean, a real one of the true geniuses. And I don't say that often, believe me, but watch the film and you'll see what I'm saying. Okay, and this is just a scratching the surface of how you guys should be thinking about your concept development and how these things should keep evolving and springboarding and scaffolding off your previous work, as it were. So I really want you to think about that, and I think that's the takeaway from this week is building these springboards for yourself in terms of creativity and where you take the assignments and where you take the projects. And for a lack of a better term, and you'll hear it in this video right here, you know, you want to do things that have never been done before, guys. I mean, if you have, and I'm not using this as an example, I'm not pointing a finger at anybody or trying to use it as an example, but if you have a cherry tree in your logo, try not to make it look like a cherry tree. I mean, 9 out of 10 designers will make it look like a cherry tree. The other one is going to make it some sort of an abstract interpretation of a cherry tree, and it's going to be that much more interesting. And that's the Stephen Sagmeisters we're looking for. And that's what you want to be. You want to be that 1 in 10. Okay? So, sorry about it. I could go on all night about that, but I'm going to stop right there and say that's where week 5 takes us. If you take a look at the discussion experience, and again, guys, these are things that are meant. These discussion boards are things that are meant to make you think about the assignments. Think about how you think about things, I guess, is a really good way to look at it, because these questions, some of them are personal, and they're asking you to really dig deep. So I'm going to kind of lay low this week a little bit with this week 5 discussion experience, because I think this is something that's more going to be a little bit of a retrospective in terms of you know, how can I sit here and take a look at my viewpoints on experience and use those viewpoints in my design. Do you see what I'm saying? So again, it's kind of this retrospective type of this you know, it's a thinking week. And as far as I'm concerned, guys, this is where the rubber hits the road right here this week. Okay, this is where your ideas take off. We can sketch, we can all say, hey man, this is my idea, sketch it out. Okay, but until it has wings, it's still just an idea. Okay, so think about that. And any questions, comments, or concerns, guys, please just get with me. I think everyone's doing really well. I'm just, like I said, let's really start reeling this thing in. Let's reel this this assignment project specifications things in. Okay, so all right, guys, great job. I'll see y'all in discussion board. Thanks. Have a good night.